Welcome to Perfectly Imperfect, a place where we leave perfection behind and work towards being our impudent, imperfect selves. A place where we speak and this time the world hears. A place where it's okay not to be okay. Hey there, you fantastic listener. Thanks again for the amazing response on the previous podcast. Last time, if you remember, we had discussed quarantine or corona with the various generations. There we had a group called the teenagers who are spending most of their time bored at home. So that is why I am here, telling you 7 things to do to make your quarantine a little more memorable. But before we begin with that, let us continue with our quote for today. Yesterday, I saw the movie The Fault in Our Stars. Now bring some tissues with you if you're going to watch it. There was one quote in the movie that really got stuck into my head. Namely, if you want a rainbow, you have to deal with the rain. Now, people have a tendency to expect perfection in their lives. They're trained to want more, no matter what they already have. And true, that's aspiration, and not a terrible way to live. But there's one issue worth considering. People are so obsessed with being perfect that they forget to be human. They forget that into each life, some rain will fall. Now, by rain, I obviously mean pain, regret, sorrow, etc. Now, to ignore this rain, you can always buy an umbrella or stay indoors. But eventually, you will have to face a rainy day. Now, truly ask yourself, is this enough to make you cry? Is this enough to make you lose hope? Well, it shouldn't be, because along with the rain, always comes rainbows. Along with failures, always comes success. Now, I have a small story to share over here. It is about a young man whose main dream was to become an Air Force pilot in the Indian Army. Now, most of you might know that the Indian Army consists of 2 parts. One is the written exam, and the second is the physical assessment. Now, this young man passed the written exam with flying colors. But for the physical assessment, he had to travel far away to Dehradun, very, very distant from his hometown. The only major drawback is that he did not have enough money to go there. His closest friend, his sister, his savior, decided to sell all her jewelry in order to complete her brother's dream, and she did get enough money to send him there. He traveled all the way to Dehradun, but then life played its sad game. He did not get selected. Now, how would you feel in a situation like this? When someone you completely loved gave up the only most precious thing to them just so that they could fulfill their own dreams, and you, being a complete failure, missed that opportunity. I think it's a very common feeling amongst most of us. Now let us see what this guy does. He feels the exact same thing. And what do people in this hopeless situation mostly feel like doing? And he was no different. Yes, taking their own life. So he climbed onto a hill and decided to jump off it to take his own life. And he was standing there at the edge of the cliff, gazing down, pondering over the various decisions that prompted him to reach at this point in his life. Suddenly, he noticed a saint coming behind him who told him to not go that close to the cliff, otherwise he might fall down. That man looked behind and he said, "That's what I want to do. I want to fall down and lose my life." The sage asked him the reason, and the man recounted the entire story. The sage then said that, "I understand you are going through a lot of pain, but do you really feel that all this pain is enough to give up on your life? Life always has plans. Sometimes you lose opportunities so you can get better ones in the future." Now, this completely shook the man, and he decided that yes, this wasn't worthy enough to lose my life over. He went back to his hometown, and today we remember this man as the missile man of our country, one of the most renowned presidents of India, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. Yes, even a great man like him can lose hopes at times. Don't ever think that you are not worthy enough of your dreams regarding what people are talking about you. If you are honest with your work and have the determination to succeed, you can achieve all your goals and dreams one day. The day will come when there will be a clear sky and you will see yourself as a rainbow, shining over all those who spoke bad about you. Now I know that the exam results are out. Some of you might have aced it with amazing flying colors, and congratulations. But others who haven't done so great, congratulations to you too. Looks like life has better plans for you. This quote makes us think, a quote that almost everyone could relate to, whatever we might have gone through. Tough times in life are inevitable because that's just life. It actually shapes the person that we want to become. We also know that it isn't always fair, but we still have to deal with it, whether we like it or not. Just hang in there so that you have enough time to see the rainbow. We only live once. Enjoy the little things and make every single day count. Because one day you will arise like the best rainbow in that clear sky. Trust me. Quarantine. For some of you, it may be the best time well spent. For the others, it will be the most boring period of their entire lives. Now, if you're a teenager and if you're already thinking, I'm bored after a few days in quarantine, then here's a list of 7 things that you can do while you spend your time at home. Now, I have felt that before quarantine, we teenagers had no time to follow our dreams, passions, or hobbies. And now we have tons of free time on our hand. All we don't know is how to utilize them. So that is why I'm here with 7 things based on 7 different passions that you can follow during quarantine. Number 1. This is for all those who are interested in speaking or writing. You can always start your own blog or podcast or YouTube channel, because they are very good methods of getting rid of your anxiety or stress. You can also maintain a small journal or diary in which you list some of the memorable events of the day and some events you hated. By the end of this quarantine, when you read through that journal, you will see how great you have become at the end of this. Now, some of you might be a little shy to get your voices heard towards the world. It's alright, you can always have an anonymous blog or podcast. Trust me, it does help a lot. Number 2. This is for all those who are good at drawing or artsy stuff. Stuff I'm not at all good at. Now, a few things that you can do is make personalized gifts. Arts and craft skills come in very handy when you have to find the perfect gift for your friends and family. Do you ever feel that the stores don't have the right theme of the gift that you want for your best friend or for your parents? No worries, you can create it for them. For example, if your friend really likes her dogs or pets, you can make her a nice sketch of them to put on the wall. Second thing you can do is to hold a small exhibition. Now, I'm not asking you to hold a full-fledged exhibition with famous people coming in and photographers and everything, but you can always hold a small local exhibition of your own paintings. You can invite your family and friends as special guests, and trust me, you will feel very encouraged and proud at your own drawings. Number 3. This is for all those who are good at cooking, baking, or making food in general. A few things that you guys can do is 1. Hold a small dinner for your entire family. You can have them all seated on the dinner table and present them with your best masterpiece. It could be a chocolate cake or lasagna, any of it, your choice. You can also set a target for yourself of learning a new dish every day and then exhibit it to your friends and family or on social media. Trust me, it will get you tons of encouragement. Number 4. This is for all those who are sitting at home but are amazing athletes. Obviously, there isn't much of running or swimming you can do sitting at home, but there is one thing you can do is exercising continuously to maintain that spirit, that fit mind, that fit body. Now, you can exercise every day or even twice a day. It's up to you, but it will help. Number 5. This is for all those who are good at music. A few ideas you can do if you're good at singing or musical instruments. You can hold karaoke nights for your family, where all of you come together and sing your hearts out. This will not only be fun for your family, but will also provide you tons of encouragement for your own work. You can also hold Instagram lives or go on social media and exhibit your talent to the world. This is for all those who care a lot for the environment. Now, it's a sad time because you can't really go out and help the earth or the wild. But one thing you can do is growing your own vegetables. Growing your own vegetables is a fantastic way to not only eat organic produce, but also learn a lot from it. Not only does it taste better, but you're safe in the knowledge that it's free of pesticides and any other nasty stuffs. You also get the satisfaction of seeing them grow from a seedling to maturity. Number 7. This is for all those who are good in photography. Obviously, you can't really go out and capture the exotic images of the world, but you can capture the world around you with those images. Photography is a wonderful expression of art. You don't even need an expensive camera. Your phone will do fine to begin with. You can also start photography contests for all those budding photographers around you. Design your own ideas. Learn about angles and lighting to make your images beautiful and amazing. So that was it. 7 things to do when you're bored during this quarantine. Now, obviously, I'm not imposing this on any of you. You might have bizarrely different talents. All I'm saying is that these are a few more things you could do to develop and make this quarantine a little more memorable. A few note is that you should not forget to spend quality time with those near you, including your friends, your families, or it could be your pets. Remember, this quarantine could be a small way to teach us that we should spend much of our time with our near and dear ones rather than our online and virtual friends. And that was it for today, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this podcast because I sure did love explaining it to all of you. You can always mail me if you could follow any of these tips and tricks on my voicemails or my Gmail ID, and you can always call me. Repeating my contact details, my Gmail ID is imthevolution@gmail.com, and my phone number is 971-50-630-7014. I hope you guys know that I'm always ready and free to listen to you guys talk. I know this quarantine may be a little hard on some of you, but trust me, we are in this together and we will get out of this together. Love you guys. Bye-bye.